Lisa and you're watching my 35-week pregnancy vlog, and today is Friday, August 1st. Oh my gosh, where has the time went? Seriously, I don't even understand how, well, I do, but it's gone so fast. Like, it seems like yesterday that I made my surprise video and hadn't been making videos on YouTube for quite some time, and then just made that video, and now I'm gonna have my baby here within a month. Well, actually 29 days or less, or maybe more, it just depends. And I can't even describe how that feels. She's growing, she's healthy. Right now she's hiccuping. Tomorrow, Saturday, I'll be 36 weeks. That's amazing. All the while, I always try to keep the faith, and it's been working for me. What I want to do is start out this vlog with a giveaway. So here's the deal, guys. What I want to do is I want to give a $25 gift card for Amazon.ca or .com. In order to win, you need to comment below. You're going to type in the comments below, I am entering your $25 Amazon gift card giveaway. And also, in order to qualify, even if you're not a parent, if you are, you're going to have a heads up on this, but I want you to give us your best parenting advice. Doesn't mean we'll take it, but I want to be able to discuss it in the next vlog. Discuss all the comments, and, well, it depends on how many I get. You know, I might just feature a few of them. So here's the deal. I'll also put the instructions and the link below. But you don't have to add, if you don't have Twitter or you don't have anything. If you don't have a YouTube account, unfortunately, you will have to make one to enter the contest. So, and another thing is you also have to be subscribed to my channel. And I have to be able to verify that you are a subscriber. And how I would do that is go into my subscriber list, and it'll tell me who's subscribed to me. So I will be verifying for sure. If I have any questions and I feel like I can't find you on the subscriber list, you will have to make sure that your subscription, anything you subscribe to, is public for the time being, just for the week. I know that may seem like a lot of work, but I need to make sure you're subscribed and that you've taken the necessary steps, which is to say, I'm entering your $25 Amazon gift card giveaway and your best parenting advice, whatever you feel that is. So I didn't really get much of a haul this week. We did get a few other things, but the most important things that I wanted to put in this vlog are that we got our thermometer. It's an ear thermometer. It's supposed to be one of the most accurate. A lot of pediatricians and hospitals use this. It's a Braun thermoscan, and basically you push the button, you put a filter on the detector here, put it close into the ear, just a little bit, click it, wait a few seconds, and you keep it in there. You wait a few seconds, and it comes up with the temperature. It's pretty accurate because we did it a few times on ourselves and got approximately the same reading. Of course, it's going to change by point whatever degrees over a minute or two because your body temperature is constantly fluctuating, but we're really happy with this purchase. It was $79.99 plus tax, but it's well worth it because this is going to last us for years. We're going to be able to use it for honesty for many, many years to come. I think these are called aspirators, so we got a nasal one in case she ever has snot in her nose, and obviously a little baby can't blow her nose, so we got one of those. But that's it for a haul. As you saw last week, it was a pretty big haul. I had all those clothes that I got from people, and oh my god, such a blessing and so amazing. Basically, all I wanted to cover is the giveaway, that little tiny haul, and my symptoms and an update. So, and I'm going to give you a belly shot at the end of the video. Let me give you a background about this week. This week has been a pretty good week. We've made a lot of progress with regards to cleaning and making sure that everything is ready for honesty. The only thing we don't have yet is the crib, because my in-laws still have to bring that, and hopefully they bring it soon enough, because we don't know how the outcome of my test results are going to be with regards to ICP. I do have some amazing news regarding that though. I didn't get the test results back. However, this is it's kind of ridiculous, but it's amazing either way. So here's the deal. I misunderstood my OB, and my OB wasn't clear enough when she was explaining to me what she would be looking for if my numbers were over 10 for my bile salts. The way she said it, it sounded like if I had over 10, and I had 9.68 if you remember correctly, if I had over 10, that would mean I was testing positive for ICP. How she said it was, you're supposed to be under 10. If you're over 10, then we're going to have to watch out for ICP. That's how she said it. And I'm like, okay, so that's great. That sucks. I thought she meant that if I was over 10, it meant I had ICP. No, she meant, and it's clear now that I think about it, we have to watch out for it, because if you're over 10, between 10 and 40, they want to monitor you very closely to make sure that you don't go over 40. When you go over 40, then you're testing positive for ICP. I was like, I had to call to find this out, because my OB is going on vacation soon, and it's during the time frame that I should be induced if I have ICP. So there is a chance that I could still have ICP, don't get me wrong, because those numbers can go up very high, your bile acid count. And I was at 9.68, so, you know, I could easily get those results back, and it takes 2 weeks. Like, I called there and they're like, no, it will be 2 weeks. So when you go for your next appointment with the other doctor, well, your OB is on vacation, make sure to ask them if they can check in the database to see if your results came in. And they may or may not be in then yet either. So I will still have to wait another week after that, because I start going to weekly appointments with my OB after that. And we'll have to find out then if she got the results. So I'm hoping that they weren't above 10, because then I don't have to have extra monitoring. But I mean, it's not the end of the world if I do, too. It's always good to make sure I'm doing good and the baby's doing good. Another thing is that apparently you're supposed to get tested for group B strep, and that's supposed to be between week 35 and 37. Tomorrow I'm 36 weeks, and I go see this other doctor instead of my OB, because mine's on vacation, as I said, and so is she or he going to test me for that? And, you know, like, because you're supposed to tell the hospital when you go in so they know if they need to start antibiotics on you. So I don't know that either. Not very organized, if you ask me. Like, so far my OB has been impressing me, like, constantly. However, in these last couple of weeks, just not being 100% clear, which she always is, because she's like, you know, she totally calms my worries when I go see her, usually. Now, other doctors, not so much. Like, when I went to see the breast specialist, no. But like with my OB, she usually calms me because she explains and so on and so forth. But when she's saying we're watching for ICP or other things after I'm getting past a 10, like, it just you really gotta be clear with your patients. I'm not a doctor, so I didn't know that the scale went even higher, and that you test positive for ICP at 40. So anyways, it's just like, and then not saying anything about the group B strep test, because they have to take a swab from your vagina and from your anus, and yeah, I was never told about this procedure. I was never told that I should have it, that I should know if I have it, because when we went to the hospital and we took the labor and delivery course just this past week, they told us about that. Like, you'll have to know if you're group B strep positive, or just different things you'll need to know and tell your practitioner when you're in labor. And why wouldn't, I know she's probably excited and she can't please everybody. She has to take her vacation time, my OB, but couldn't she have made sure that I knew I had to have that test, and that I had to tell the other doctor that I need to have that because I'm going to be going on 37 weeks that weekend? You know, it just would have made me feel a lot more confident, but I had to find that out myself because we went to that course and they talked about it. I was like, well, what the heck is this, and when do you do this testing? So I did some research, and it said between 35 and 37 weeks. Why was I not aware? Anyway, that's just a little frustrating. I'm sure everything will be fine. It'll work itself out. Sometimes I worry a little too much, I think. However, you know, it's probably a good thing because I wouldn't have known to tell the hospital about the group B strep having either not been tested or having been tested. About the cleaning that we did, we are almost done. We still have a few things to do, like we have to clean out the fridges completely, clean the inside of the fridge, clean the top of the fridge, clean the top of the cupboard because my cats like to go up really high, and so we gotta clean up there. But we've done the walls, we've done the bathroom, our bedroom's almost done. The only thing, like I said, we have left is to get that crib in there, and I have to clean the crib, and then I have to do the bed for when she comes home. There's a few other things we gotta do, and of course we're gonna, like, we've done the really good cleaning already, but we're also going to, you know, do, when I'm in the hospital, we've already got it in place that my aunt is going to do sweeping, vacuuming of all the rooms, and that'll be good because once we come home, hopefully there will be less whatever dust and stuff. But and oh, dusting as well. That'll be another thing that'll have to be done while we're at the hospital. So, oh my God, I was like exhausted this week, especially after the 2 days of cleaning straight. Like, well, the first day it wasn't straight, I guess, but for the first day we did about 12 hours, only took a break to eat twice, and one was a quick eating and one was us going out and eating. Came back and continued and just went right to it. And then the next day Matthew went to his friend's house, but my aunt and I did the bathroom. We cleaned up my room a little bit more. We did so much stuff. Like the stuff I couldn't do, my aunt helped me with. Oh, and Paws, if you've been watching my vlogs, Paws, my cat, went for her checkup and everything has healed well. She had to have extractions done. That was a big stress off of me because I'm like, oh my God, are they going to say something went wrong with it? And then we're going to have to spend more, and we didn't. So, thank goodness. Oh, I love it. And their teeth look amazing. It was an expense, but it's good expense, and their teeth look so much better. The plaque and tartar has like lifted, and they don't seem to be in pain while they're eating. It's a beautiful thing. So, this week, sadly enough, I actually fell. I had just been talking to my mom and my grandmother and aunt about how I've been so blessed as to not have fallen during my pregnancy. I hear so many horror stories of women talking about how they fell, and some of them even went to the, you know, the labor and delivery department when it happened, and I was like, oh my goodness. All of a sudden, we're coming out of the theater, and there's a curb that's probably about this big. So not the normal size of a curb, about this big. And I am looking for my friend. We went with a friend. We went to see Sex Tape. I'm looking for my friend's car in the parking lot. It's really hot. It's hazy. And all of a sudden, I was not even thinking, I was looking ahead, and I just go down. I feel myself going down. There's nothing I can do. My whole, because of the relaxin. Relaxin is a hormone that makes all your joints and your, I think even your muscles, like just, well, sounds like what it does, relaxes them, makes them looser. It's to prepare women for birth. Anyway, so I go down, at least my brain was still on, and I landed on all fours, because if my brain wasn't on, I probably would either landed on my face or on my belly. Anyway, so I go down, my knees didn't lock, thankfully. That's when a belly fall would have happened, but my knees didn't lock up at all. Thank you, relaxin'. And they just went down. I'm on all fours. I'm like, whoa. Matt's like, what the heck just happened? And like our friend was like, it was so embarrassing, but thank God there wasn't a lot of people around, and this person's one of our good friends, so it was okay. But oh my God, I was so worried at first because it was so bright. I was seeing a lot of the gray dots and stuff, and I was like, oh shit, like I hope I didn't do anything. I was like, I want to go to the labor and delivery department. However, I don't want to go there just for nothing. So I'm going to wait it out, give it an hour, see if she's still going to move, see if like this eyesight thing gets better, because I've had it anyway for the last 4 years. It's just it was really bright, so I think that's what was causing the gray floaters. And so anyway, the hour passed and she had moved quite a bit, her normal amount. Everything seemed fine. You know, I was feeling okay, but I was like still a little worried. Like I was like, my goodness, I was just talking about how blessed I am and how happy I was to not have fallen during my pregnancy, and boom, just talking about it. I'm not even kidding, like a day or two before that. Oh, I was even thinking about it when we were in the labor and delivery class earlier that day, because they had said that if you have a fall, especially on your stomach, or a bad fall, like where you feel like you broke something or whatever, go to labor and delivery immediately. And so I was like, man, I'm so happy, like I don't have to worry about that. As if baby brain totally stepped in and was not having me pay attention like I normally would. I'm kind of clumsy anyway as it is, but even worse now, like just stupid things. I ended up, you know, I told you in a vlog before this that I stubbed my toe on my bed. Like, how does someone do that? And then like I stubbed it on the bathroom door again. Just this week. So yeah, baby brain for sure. I did skin my knee from falling, but it wasn't too bad. It's healing well. It stung and it was a little swollen at first, but I think going swimming the next day really helped, and oh my God, it was so amazing. I love it. I'll be going again this week. I'm excited. Oh my gosh, Honesty has literally been moving a lot. Like so much. Very intense movements. Almost feeling like she's turning or flipping a couple of times. So I don't even know what position she's in anymore. I don't know if she's head down or transverse. I'm hoping she's not in breech. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I felt her feet up here, up at the top of my uterus. So I'm pretty sure she's head down or transverse. But I won't find out until my next appointment with my OB or with this other doctor. I have pain in my tailbone, lots of discharge, and more green crust came out on my nipples, but I picked off some more. I'm still, oh gosh guys, like seriously, I don't know. I am still wavering on the whole epidural thing. Tell me what you think. Do you get an epidural? Are you planning to get an epidural? Why? Why not? What scares you about having an epidural? What scares you about not having an epidural? Tell me about your birthing experience, please guys. Like I know some of you don't always watch these all the way through, but I really want to know about your experience. Whether you've told me already or not, please comment and let me know. I don't know if it'll help me make my decision, but I really gotta hurry up because I'm gonna actually write out my birth plan this weekend. I've pretty much got it already planned as it is because it's, you know, there's a bunch of check boxes in my what to expect pregnancy journal and organizer, and I already know what I want, but I just have to write it out so that the OB can read it and that she can put it in the file, and she'll have that, and then I can bring a copy with me to the hospital as well. So I really want to know what your experience was with or without pain meds and the epidural. I also have the sheet consenting that I would like an epidural if I choose to have an epidural. I'm thinking it's going to be way too painful, like I can barely handle when she touches a nerve near the cervix, and I'm like, oh my god, and I'm like walking like a crazy person. So I'm like thinking maybe I should say no epidural unless I ask for it, and let me know when the last possible time that I can have the epidural is so I can still make a decision. But even at that point, sometimes it can be too late, so I don't know, I need some pointers, guys. One day I actually had nausea while brushing my teeth, and that was with my normal toothpaste. That's really weird for me because the only time I had nausea with my toothpaste, I haven't had nausea for a little while. Like, I have it a little bit, but I almost felt like I was going to throw up. It was to the point of that. But I used to get nauseous and actually throw up when I used my natural tea tree oil toothpaste. But not with the normal Crest toothpaste that I'm using. So I don't know, it's really weird that that happened. I didn't end up throwing up though, so that was good. I've had left and right breast pain on and off, obviously because milk is coming in. And another thing is, like, my underarms haven't been smelling lately. Like, sometimes, like, there was one day I forgot to put deodorant on. I sweat a lot, but like no smell. I'm like, what the heck? That's so weird. It's only been for the last like week or two. I was like, oh, maybe it's a fluke. Well, obviously it could still be, but I'm wondering, has anybody else had that experience? Another thing is that I'm thinking, and I'm not a professional breast doctor or an OB, but because I have that lump, and it's gotten bigger on my left-hand side where they said it's a swollen milk duct or something in my underarm or breast tissue. It's getting bigger, but I'm thinking that there's milk also going in there a little bit, and there's milk in my breasts. Well, if not milk, at least the colostrum is obviously coming in. So I'm thinking, because I've had some leakage, that what's going on, because colostrum and breast milk especially have antibacterial properties. So what makes things smell? Bacteria. So if that's in there, I'm guessing somehow the antibacterial properties of the colostrum and whatever is making it so my underarms aren't smelling. It's odd. Like, I looked it up to see if that was a probable thing, and I can't find anything. So if you've had that experience and you've been confirmed to have that experience, let me know. My allergies actually bothered me one day, and it was the day that I went swimming. I also had very itchy legs and an itchy face. It seems to happen if I stay in the pool for like more than a half hour. I don't know. I don't have a known allergy to chlorine, but you never know. But it's just so relaxing. I only stay for about 45 minutes to an hour in the water anyway, so once a week. I'm really not going to worry about it. When I shower, I get itchy. When I go to bed at night, I'm itchy sometimes. So it's not terrible. I've had a pimply face, and guess what, guys? I decided to eat some watermelon this week for a few days. I didn't eat like half of one like I normally would for a whole meal. I would eat a quarter, but I was getting the same results, and you know what that means. The fructose malabsorption thing it really doesn't, I can't do watermelon. Like, I seriously, for the last few days, have either been constipated or I had diarrhea, and then with pooping, I'm also getting grainy, like glassy, sandy poop. It's really weird. I don't understand. Like, when I wipe, it looks like there's literally glass and sand on the toilet paper, and I know that's a TMI and it sounds gross, but I mean, it is what it is. I'm going to be honest about what I'm going through here. And I feel like that is, it's weird, like, for watermelon to do that. But maybe it's because it's so cleansing. Maybe that's why it's doing it. But when I eat other things that are high in fructose as well, like peaches and cherries and just different things, my stool gets like that. So I'm not going to say that all those things are just doing that because it's cleansing me. It could be the fructose malabsorption. So, I mean, I'm not going to stop eating watermelon completely or all those things, but I'm just going to limit the amount I have, which I did. I hadn't had watermelon for, geez, weeks. Since I started the whole low fructose diet, I really haven't had any watermelon. I had some gastrointestinal discomfort in the past week. Gas, very gassy, burping, farting, really annoying, just normal pregnancy symptoms, but also could have been aggravated by the watermelon. There's been like somewhat of an odor coming from my vagina a couple days this week. Now it seems to be fine, but it was really weird and really annoying. I didn't like it. And like when I wouldn't go to the bathroom right away because I'd be sleeping and then I'd wake up a couple hours later, it would like burn almost, like my clitoris and like around there, my labia and stuff. It just felt really heavy and like, oh, I gotta go now. And so I told my doctor that, and she said that will also not come back for 2 weeks, the urinalysis. So I'm hoping there's no sort of infection in there. That is not what I need right now. I've been very sweaty, and I've been happy and stressed on and off. Now, one thing that's been stressing me out a lot, there's this one person in our life that continually makes fun of our daughter's name. Came up with her name, and, you know, it was very important to me that she be named that, and Matthew was a little on the fence at first, but now he's on board. But there's this one person that's close to us that keeps making fun of her name and thinks that they're funny, and it seems like they do it to show off, and just people aren't impressed at all. Like, at first people would laugh when this person would do that, and now people are just like, okay, it's done, it's old, and they know it annoys us. And it's our fault for not, you know, coming out and saying, could you not do that? We already did it with a couple people that were doing it before. And it's sad because these people that have done it are close to us. They're not like our good friends or whatever. They're family members. I'll say that much. And, yeah, anyway, so we're actually going to talk to this person and tell them that if they don't stop, they will not be seeing her, because you're not going to sit there and make fun of my child when you're family, and you're supposed to be mature, and you're supposed to be older than her, not be acting her age. So, you know, obviously I can't control strangers making fun of my child's name if they do. I will be controlling if any of our family members do on either side, and if they do, and they especially do it in front of her, that'll be it. I will not stand for that. It's not right. You know, like, sure, say that other people might make fun of her for her name, but why are you doing it? Grow up. Seriously. We're going to be talking to them about that, and if they don't want to change their ways, well, that's their problem. But I've been really happy because we're getting the cleaning done, and things are coming together. I'm so excited. I've had a sore hip, sore pelvis, and sore vagina, and sore calves. I have been getting calf cramps, leg cramps. When I'm sleeping, I'm just waking up from my sleep, or it wakes me up. I'm not sure which comes first. I get a cramp and then I can't move my foot and it hurts, and it made me scream the first time it happened. I was like, oh my God, ow. Like, I was like, Matt must have been like, what the heck? Because he was already awake. But like, oh my God, like, it was making me like pretty much cry. And it happened 2 other times after that. The second time wasn't as bad. I didn't scream or freak out. Third time wasn't as bad. Then it happened almost again this morning, but I stopped it. I nipped it in the bud. What happened was it started happening, and I had read that if you flex your foot, so I flexed it back, my foot on its own, and it like stopped the cramp, which was really good. But I'm not sure what's causing it, guys, because I've read that lack of water, too much sodium, and not enough potassium, magnesium, or other electrolytes. So I'm drinking enough water. I think I'm drinking 2 or more liters a day, or having like some sort of juice or milk or whatever in there. And then I have enough potassium because I eat bananas and other things that have potassium in them. Magnesium? Maybe not. Maybe it's magnesium. Who knows? I'm definitely going to be more conscious about eating things with magnesium in it to make sure that these don't happen, because dang, they're painful. And I don't overeat sodium. So, because I don't add salt to anything, I just eat it the way it is. I mean, if I have like a fast food meal, then yeah, of course there's going to be salt. But I don't do that very often lately, so I seriously don't know really what would be causing it, other than maybe low magnesium. One day I had a nap this week, and I've been having lots of naps. Usually I'll get up and in the morning eat, and then stay up for like half hour or so, maybe a little more, just to digest, and then I go back to sleep, because like I've been going to bed really late, and I've only had like 2-3 hours of sleep, so I'm like, I need more than that. So anyway, when I woke up from one of my naps, I felt like a rock. Like, I felt so heavy and just so like no emotion, no expression. I was just like, wow, this was not enough. I've been red-faced, especially on my right-hand side still. That's been happening quite a bit throughout the pregnancy. I got more stretch marks on my tummy. My belly seems to be dropping. I'm not 100% sure about that, but it looks like it. I've got loud cracking noises coming from my hips, my pelvis, and my bones. Especially when I go and I'm on my left side and I go to like lift myself up from here, and then when I finally turn to have my feet dangling off the bed, my pelvis literally like dislocates. It doesn't like hurt very much at first until I stand up, but like it makes a noise. It's like, I'm like, oh my God, that's so gross. Anyway, so I really need to get to the physiotherapist. My doctor told me I need to go to the physiotherapist, so I really need to go. I at least got the eye doctor appointment done. Now I need to call the physiotherapy place and make an appointment. I've been waking up to pee a lot. I've had joint pain in my fingers. That's so weird for me. Like, I don't know if there's a little bit of carpal tunnel or something there, but I mean, it doesn't hurt my wrist or anything, but just like, especially when I'm sleeping, maybe it's because of that. Maybe I'm cutting the circulation off. But oh my gosh, like to bend, sometimes it kind of hurts, and like certain fingers. Anyway, it's just kind of odd. I've had dry lips. Now, if you enter that contest, you'll find out next week. It's only going to be a week to enter the contest for you to subscribe to me and to actually follow the procedure. I will be checking to make sure you've subscribed, and then I will be sure to add in your name in the draw, and I will be drawing a name for next Friday's vlog. Now, I can't guarantee that it'll be up on Friday. If it's not up Friday, it'll be up Saturday, but you can definitely guarantee that you'll know Saturday, unless I go into labor, that you are the winner. And once I know who the winner is, we'll get in contact, and I'll either send you your Amazon gift card through email or send it through the mail. So now I'm going to do a belly shot, and that'll be it for this week's vlog. This is my 36-week belly, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day or a wonderful evening wherever you are, and that your weekend is amazing. Namaste.